Hey guys, I just wanted to make a video on my new ESU ECOS command station. I've had this thing for a couple of weeks now and I've been very impressed by it. It's a fantastic system and I'm happy that I got it. I think that as a DCC system it's one of the most advanced in terms of the technology it carries, but it's also very intuitive and user-friendly for newcomers to DCC as myself. It has hundreds of features that would take a very long time to cover, but in this video I want to show you how to set up your O-scale MTH Protosound 3.0 locomotive so you can run them under DCC. Then we're going to put one locomotive in the system, set up the function symbols on the cab, and we're going to run that locomotive for a little bit. And finally, I want to show you one of the neat features of this station, which is that it lets you upload pictures of your engines from your computer and use them as icons on the touchscreen. Alright, so here I have my SD70. The track power is off, and make sure the track power is off while you do this. But to set this engine to run under DCC, all you need to do is go on the back of the engine and remove this compartment over here so you can have access to the engine controls. And as you can see, over here we have two switches. One is for the 3-rail, 2-rail configuration. I'm running on 2-rail, so I'm going to leave that as it is. And then we also have the DCC switch, which is set to DCS. All you need to do is throw that to DCC and your engine will be ready to run under DCC. That's all you need to do. Alright, I think it's going to be a little easier if we upload the locomotive images to the ECOS first and then set up the locomotives. That way, when we do that, we'll have the images available to us. So to do that, all you need to do is connect your ECOS to your home router. You're going to do that through an Ethernet cable over here, which goes to your router, and that's going to give the ECOS an IP address, which is going to enable us to talk to it through any web browser. So all you need to do is go over here and select IP, and that's going to give us the ECOS IP address, which in this case is 192.168.1.6, and you're going to use that number to access your ECOS through your laptop. Okay, I'm going to do this with my 5-year-old beat up, full of cat hair MacBook that still runs great, and the reason I'm saying that is because I couldn't find a video of anyone going through this process using a Mac. And so I just wanted to make sure that you know that yes, you absolutely can update the ECOS and upload pictures to your ECOS using a Mac. So what you want to do is go over here and type in the ECOS IP address. You want to hit return. And this is the page that is telling us that we're connected to the ECOS. It's telling us also that the software version is the 401. Which to this date is the latest one, but once there's a new one, I'll make a video on how to update your ECOS. For now, you want to go to Loco Images, and then you want to go to User-Defined Images. And this is the list of pictures that I have already uploaded to the ECOS. And so all you need to do to upload a new one is go to this upload icon. You want to type in a quick description, which in this case is NS1004. It's a diesel engine. You want to go to Browse. And this is a folder that I have specific to ECOS items, but all we need to do is select this image over here. You want to go to Open, and then you want to submit that. That's pretty much it. This image has been uploaded to the ECOS and it should be ready for you to use once you restart it. So I'm going to go ahead and close this, and we're going to go to the tracks and set up the SD70. Alright, I have my locomotive on the tracks and I'm going to apply track power right now. And we're going to start putting this locomotive in the system. You want to hit this tool icon. You want to put new loco, create manually. And this is the basic setup for your locomotive. I'm going to leave the speed protocol at DCC 128. I'm going to change that address to 1004, which is the locomotive cab number. I'm going to change the name to NS 1004. And over here I'm going to go to user-defined images so we can use the image that we just uploaded, and here it is. There we go. I'm going to go to properties now, and these are all the functions. This is the function list, and here you can enable them or disable them as you want, and then you can also assign symbols to each of the functions. So for instance, F1 I know is the bell, so I'm going to use this icon. I'm going to leave that at permanent. F2 is the horn. Make sure you have your function, your MTH function chart with you in case you don't know which function you're trying to use. So this is the horn. I'm going to leave that at momentary. F3 is startup and shutdown. So I'm going to use, let's see, I don't know if this is correct, but I'm going to use this anyways. I'm going to leave this at momentary. F4, that's the PFA. That's a MTH feature which I don't use. So for instance, I'm going to disable it, and it won't show on the cap throttle. F5 is the number board lights. So let's go ahead and find an icon for that. And as you can see, you have a ton of icons to use from. I'm going to leave it at permanent. F6, master volume. I'm going to use that. I'll leave it at momentary. I'm going to go real quick through the icons so you have an idea of how many of them there are. You have, this is for instance for the smoke on and off. You have a whistle, doors opening, fans, coal shoving, crane, radio communications, copper sound. Actually, F7 is copper sound, so this one will be good. And anyway, you can test them from here. I'm going to go ahead and assign symbols to each of the functions, and then I'm going to show you how it looks on the cab, and then we're going to run the locomotive. So this is what the cab looks like once you have assigned all the symbols to the functions. So for instance, I can go and press the bell, or go for the headlight, or access the rest of the functions simply by pressing the F+ button. Over here I wanted to show you this joystick, which you can set up as a 4-way joystick. You can set it up so you can switch the locomotive direction simply by pressing left or right, and you can use it as a quillable horn or a quillable whistle. If you press it up like that, it'll operate the horn, and if you have a quillable whistle, then it'll be even better. This is the motorized throttle, so if I operate it like that, you can see the speedometer move. You could also use your stylus to set up your locomotive speed, at any speed you want. It's really nice. Alright, so let me set this thing up so you can see both the station and the locomotive working together. The trucks are powered. Let's go ahead and start this engine up. I'm going to go to F3 now. Seems to work well. Let's try ahead and turn the smoke unit on. Let's try the headlight. Works well. Number boards. Let's see. Let's use the bell for a second. Works well. Let's turn the RPMs up for a little bit. That's function 19 if you're wondering. Works nicely. And as you can see, the smoke output increased as I go. Let's bring it down. Let's try the horn. Works well. The cab chatter is on, and I know some people, some DCC people are not into the MTH cab chatter, but I just wanted you to know that you can absolutely turn it off. I like it, I think it's fine, so I'm just going to leave it on for a second. Let's try some radio communications. Neat. Copper sounds. Awesome. Let's go ahead and move it forward a little bit. So I'm gonna press the forward signal. Works well. Alright, let's try going in reverse. Works well. Awesome. Let's see, I have a couple of other sounds here. This is the crossing signal sound. And these are 17 and 18 are the extended shutdown and extended startup. And this is the coupler sound, the coupler slack, and the coupler close. That's 22 and 23. I have the master volume, so I can turn it on and off if I go to F25, like that. And the other ones are, I think, the engine reset or something like that. I don't know. Anyway, everything seems to be working fine. Let's go ahead and use the extended shutdown for a second. Awesome. Just a few things before I finish this video. The first one would be to say that I'm not replacing my MTH DCS system with this ECOS DCC system. I think I'll be using both systems for a long time. The MTH DCS system allows me to access all of the MTH features, and you do lose a handful of features when you run them under DCC. It's not a deal breaker or anything. I'll probably make a video on the features that you lose. But there's one thing that the DCS system doesn't allow me to do, and that is to run locomotives under DCC. And for a long time I've been wanting to get Atlas locomotives. I think I have 95% of my rolling stock is Atlas. I'm a huge fan. I think they put out a superb product, and I'm just really excited that I have a DCC system and that I'll be able to get some Atlas locomotives now. In fact, I have the SW9 on pre-order, and I should get that probably mid-2015, which I'm really excited about. But kind of like in the O-gauge world where people use both the Lionel Legacy and the MTH DCS, I'll be able to use both systems and sort of like take advantage of that in the future. I think this is it for this video. If you have any questions or comments, just let me know. Hope you enjoyed it, and have a good one.